Welcome back, gang. It's Deltia from DeltiasGaming.com, and we're going over part 2 of the Gamer to Gym Rat series, and this is probably the most important part, and that's your purpose, that motivation, that drive that's going to get you to your goals. So before we get started, a little Deltia story time so I can help you along your way and hopefully prevent what I did, which is basically quit lifting and quit exercising for 3 years, eating coffee cakes and cheeseburgers, and gaining about 30 or 40 pounds. Probably had seen the trailer, part 1, and that image of me super ripped up with the six-pack and all that sort of thing. And honestly, there's no secret to how I did it. I did it drug-free, worked out about 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, ate really healthy. Not a nutritionist, not a doctor, but I know hard work, and I just kept doing it. So what motivated me to get there? And here's the problem. My purpose was not correct. And it's very narcissistic of me, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did it to attract the most beautiful women that I could. And I know that seems a little screwed up, but I'm just not going to lie to you. I did reach my goal. My wife, Kendra, the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, happily married, got a son, and that's great. But guess what? These weren't lifelong goals. So as soon as I got married, and our relationship secure, what happened? Cheeseburgers, coffee cakes, 30 pounds of body fat. I want y'all to prevent that from happening to yourself. And when I say goals and purpose, you gotta have a drive, because this isn't going to be easy. You're going to have to make hard choices that happen over time, and it's not going to happen overnight. So my purpose now is essentially my son Maximus. I want to have a good example for him and show him that, hey, we can play video games, we can have fun, but exercise and diet is a really important part of that. And no, you don't have to be 100% eating broccoli and chicken breast every day, but you do need to make 90% good choices, 10% okay ones. And also I want to be healthy and active. I want to live a long, healthy life. And Wayne Dyer said something to me that really impacted me, is that you have to take out time for health and wellness now, or you'll have to take it out later. And so a folly of mine was basically thinking, oh, I got this YouTube channel, I got these videos, I got to work, a million hours a day and screw lifting weights. Well, the real reality is when I feel good, when I'm healthy, when I'm eating clean and working out, I get more out of my day. I'm more focused, I'm more motivated, I'm more driven, I sleep less. So all these things that I thought were counterproductive and basically time management, I was just making excuses. Whether you have kids or you have health issues like me, or you got something to work towards, take the time and focus on what you want, because what you want wants you. What I mean by that is you need to cultivate an attitude of thinking about positive things that you want. So the law of attraction, what you think about, surprisingly, will guide your actions. So if you're constantly thinking about what you want, a clean, healthy physique, ripped up, six-packs, whatever, I'm active, don't sleep that much because I'm healthy, eating clean, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get that. If you're constantly thinking about, oh, I'm fat, I'm injured, I have a health problem, this and that, you're going to get that. Believe me, it works. So another Deltia story time, some things that I do that might sound silly or goofy. Number 1, I have a little practice every day that I do. I sit here for 5 minutes, close my eyes, listen to music, and think about what I want. My gaming, YouTube channel, my health, obviously, physique, everything, positive thoughts, what I want. I don't got time for haters that sit there and hate on me. Hey, if they want to, that's fine. But I don't know a whole lot of positive people that roam around and think about negative things. If you want to achieve things, think about what you want. So once you've decided your motivation, the easy task is over. Now the hard work begins. That's day in, day out, doing the right thing over and over and over. Remember that setting these habits happen over time. So something Tony Robbins said that really impacted me was, you get what you must have in life. So if you make working out, whether it's cardio, weights, or eating clean, a must have. I must do this today. So I'm waking up, there's a couple things I have to do today. Take care of my son, exercise. Work, all that stuff, that can come later. But if I make that a priority in my life, it will get done. I might not like it, I might not enjoy it all the time, but it will. You got to think about what you must have and make it that. Now, at first, it's not going to be easy. You're not going to see results. You might be frustrated, but it takes about 21 to 60 days. People say different things, and the science there is back up both cases. But making habits happen over time, about 60 days. So when you start this, just realize it's going to take 2 months to see results, and it's probably going to take 2 months for this thing to be a must-have to just be, I do it. I wake up and I exercise. That's what I do. How do I motivate myself? Well, I have my purpose, have my drive, but really I bombard myself constantly with what I want. So I listen to audiobooks when I'm doing cardio or I have a long drive. You know, and people that I'm inspired by, like Elon Musk, Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, these guys that are positive, they set goals and they achieve it. I also visualize what I want. Now, this might sound narcissistic at first, but I have my friend Spartacus crop my head on Jay Cutler's body, Mr. Olympia. Why did I do that? I put it as my wallpaper, so I'm constantly reminded of what I can achieve, what I can do if I work hard, and what I want in my life, one aspect of it. So constantly remind yourself, whatever, put a picture up in your car, all sorts of things. It sounds silly at first, but positive, successful people, all the same behaviors, and it comes down to thinking about what you want and then make those choices habitual so they become a habit and getting what you must have out of every day. Now, you don't have to do this and watch a million videos every single day. And in fact, it's important, I think, to have an off day where you don't intake any of that. So I'll get into my split and my diet later, but basically I work out 3 days a week and take one off. Then 3 days a week, take one off, regardless if it's Saturday, Sunday, whatever. And when my off day, I mean off. So no physical activity besides taking my dogs out, and no videos about bodybuilding, any of that sort of stuff. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm recharging my battery, right? So that purpose, that drive, the next day I go in the gym, I'm fired up, I'm ready to work out, I'm ready to watch a lot of videos, listen to audiobooks. So it's that cycle of constantly, pushing up. Because if you stop and just keep on doing it, you're going to get burnt out. So you need that time once a week, twice a week to kind of reset, visualize what you want, come back, refresh, ready to go. So if you're on this journey with me, I want you to do 3 important things. Number 1 is find your purpose, and whatever it may be, as long as it's a long-term thing and you're doing it for the right reasons. And typically it's health or setting a good example, and those things are good. And cultivate an attitude of what you want. So find pictures, audiobooks, YouTube videos of important people that you look up to and role models, and then surround yourself with that so you're constantly bombarded with what you want. And lastly, remember, this isn't going to happen overnight. This is going to take a lot of small actions that are going to lead up to big results. So I hope you find this video helpful. I plan on doing 1 a week for this entire year that I'm going through this. So it's going to hold me accountable, and it's also going to hold you guys accountable if you want to join this with me. Part 3 will be the diet. So I'm going to kind of explain what I eat, how I eat it, when I eat it, why. I'm a nutritionist, so you need to find out what works for you. Contact your doctor if you have any questions, but honestly, this has worked for me. Part 3 will be diet. I'm really excited about this series. This is probably going to be one of the most profound things I've done in my life. So really, thanks a lot for watching. Please leave some comments if this has motivated you or if you have something helpful to share, because this is about us. This isn't about a me thing. So ultimately, I love playing games, and that's a big part of my life, but there's more to it than that. And don't lose sight of everything like I did, because what's important in life is spending time with those that you love, being healthy, having a good balance, and sometimes I get out of whack in that. So thanks for watching.